Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, bringing you news and information from people making a difference in our communities. I'm Beverly Weaver, and joining me now is Rich Batten, the Family and Fatherhood Specialist with the Colorado Department of Human Services. Welcome, Rich. Thanks for coming in.
Great to be here.
Let's begin with a project that you're in charge of, the Promoting Responsible Fatherhood initiative that was established some years ago. Tell me a little bit about this grant and how it is working in the community to really promote responsible fatherhood.
Sure. The grant is it's a federal grant based on TANF, for Aid for Needy Families, money from the federal government. Proposals went out in 2006, and we were one of two, actually, that we got the best grant that's available, $2 million a year for a 5-year project. There was $50 million associated across the nation for responsible fatherhood work and $100 million for healthy relationship, marriage education type thing work. Our focus is to empower and fund programs across the state that are providing direct services to dads. Basically, helping good dads be better, removing some of the barriers to that some dads experience that when they try to be there for their kids. And so we typically fund between 27 and 30 programs a year of up to $50,000 a program to provide direct services to dad. Parenting skills is required. They can also do classes and mentoring for healthy relationships, co-parenting relationships, marriage education classes, and then services related to economic stability, helping get a job, maintain, improve their job, those type of things.
Right, and there are a lot of dads who do want to be involved in their kids' life, and for whatever reason, as you said, perhaps it's poverty, perhaps it's geographic location, do not have as much ability to be there for their kids.
Exactly, and we've seen tremendous results actually in the prison system, working with dads who, for whatever reason, find themselves behind bars, trying to find a way to stay connected with their kids, working with the mom to see if that's something that she wants as well. Help them to see that, you know, if they didn't take care of child support, and it's in ways they can modify that till they get out, programs they can take to help forgive some of those arrears, and to develop skills to re-enter with their children.
Right, re-engage. The increasing poverty rate, Rich, in this state, Colorado Children's Campaign says that we've had the highest growth of rate for children in some years. How has that impacted really what you're trying to do and dads on an individual level?
I think the poverty, there's a lot of factors that come into play with that rate, but I do believe that when a dad is actively engaged with his children, and has that connection, helps him be more stable in employment and more stable in whether it's direct finances for the family if they're together, or for child support if they're apart. And so I think it's part of a plethora of venues to find the solution to that. It's amazing the rate that we have here in Colorado, and we're seeking to provide programming in especially low-income areas to really help dads not only be there emotionally but also financially, which is sometimes the old standard is dad is the provider, but it's a step beyond that, providing and then also the provision of care and insight.
Right, and it definitely does have an impact. What kind of impact have you seen with this initiative over the last several years for feedback from families and dads, but also kids in particular?
You know, it's amazing, the stories. I mean, one of the joys of my job is to hear the stories of dads and from kids. I had coffee just yesterday with a gentleman who got out of prison, difficult relationship with his ex, didn't have access to his kid, was threatening to lose his child, but he was determined to make a difference. He kept looking at it when he was in prison. He said, I looked in the mirror and I saw my daughter, my 2-year-old daughter, and he was from a foster family and his upbringing, but he took parenting classes, he got a job, he did all his requirements, and has custody of his child, sole custody of his child, and is thriving and is just beaming with the work that he's doing.
And the impact for years to come, I'm sure we'll see kids.
So we have countless stories like that. We try to highlight those on our website, coloradodads.com. We have a featured Father of the Month. We try to, not only the numbers, there's numbers, exciting numbers of transformation, but stories. Stories of life change, and it's exciting.
That's what hits people's hearts. All right, Rich Batten, the Family and Fatherhood Specialist for the Colorado Department of Human Services. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Beverly Weaver.